Good evening, guys. How was your weekend? And I hope this week wasn't so bad. So, I don't know, but right now, let's talk about the fundamentals for this week first. Okay, we are going to be analyzing the markets for this new week to know, or let's say, be able to get a particular bias, if not a particular bias, maybe double bias, what might happen. Okay, so but first, let's check up on our fundamental. On Monday, we have news on USD card and on USD and on card, and on Tuesday, we have news on AUD and USD and NZD. Seems like there's a lot of news. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is NFP. Wow, it's going to be boom. This one forecast is not yet saying anything, but probably at the middle of the week they are going to say something. So, but right now, um, let me remove this for now. Let's analyze the XY first, US index. So, I usually start from the weekly at the beginning of every new week. Let me delete this. Okay, can see that the XY is bullish. Is bullish. This bearish candle here was October 13th. Yeah, October 13th. And last 2 week was bullish. Last week is this? Yeah. And last week was also bullish. So, well, from down here, you can see that this long week is reacting to somewhere. If you go to the line charts, you see it. You see that the long week is actually reacting to something. And if we go down to our daily time frame, we have a break of structure, both a body break and wick break. So as well, look at, we have this break here, and we also have the body break. So that's a sign that the XY is bullish. Okay, let's go back to the weekly time frame. There's something I want to talk about now. Where do you think this new week will be going to? Price rejected multiple times from this long week here. So let me use this. Yeah, this long week. This long week here. Price rejected multiple times from this long week. And we have an order block here. This place. There's another block there. So mind you, this high and this high are all liquidity. Look at, price have swept the low. Here, price have also swept the low. Now, when price sweeps the low, you know that the market will be coming up to sweep the high. So there is still possibility that the XY will come up to this place this week. But let's go down to more lower time frames in order to back up this. Um, Still on the daily time frame. So I want to draw my key levels. I have this one. Markets is rejecting from this key level here. Yeah, this one. Let me use black. Price is rejecting from this key level here and gave us a break. We had a break here. This might just be a retracement, but I don't cross this market. We have a break here already. On a weekly time frame, there is an imbalance here for price to come and fill here. Look at, there is a very big imbalance here. So there is possibility that this market will open from here, come down first before it will continue buying. So let me go back to the daily time frame. So, and also seems like if price open is going to be reacting from this high here. Let me go down to 4 hour too. Coming, I'm seeing a level here that is fresh. This OCL here is fresh. Let me go down to 4 hour time frame. Now you can see that price is bullish here. Look at structure. break of structure, right? And right here, we also have a break of structure here. There's also a break here. There's a break here. We also have a break here. So this place was the last break, um, making this low a 4 hour strong low. This low here. Okay, making this low a 4 hour strong low, and now we are going to be expecting price next week to probably go up, come down to this level and buy, or come down to any of this level to buy. Now, if the XY is going to be um, bullish next week, then you know that some other pairs are going to be bearish. So I'm actually expecting a sell from here. Sells first on the XY, probably next week, but my bias is still buys on the XY, to be very honest. Look at this place. This is liquidity here. We have this inducement. This is a fair value gap here. This place. That's a fair value gap. And then we now have a very clean demand here. A very clean demand here. So there's possibilities that price will come to this up. And remember that price has already broken structure. Look at, we have a break of structure like this. So price might come up to this place and just do something like this, then continue buying. So I'm expecting the XY to sell and then buy. So price might buy from here. We also have this place here. There is possibilities that price might also buy from this place. So you know that EU might also be bearish next week as well. So you see EU, gold, and I think GBPUSD somehow do respect the XY sometimes. Let me add this watermark. Okay, so this is it. Now let's analyze EURUSD next. Let's look at EURUSD next. I don't know, my network is a bit frustrating today. So the same thing applies here. We'll go up to our weekly time frame. Like I always used to tell my students, at the beginning of every new week, it is very mandatory that you go to the weekly time frame to look at what's happened at the previous week, and also where you think that market will possibly go to. That's another strong way of finding your buyers. Okay, so I think last 2 week I was talking about this long week here, that price will come down to 50% of this week at least. I talked about it, and there's also a daily key level there. But Euro USD is bearish. This is last week candle. It is bearish. Last 2 week was bearish. Last week was a bit bullish, but it looked like a doji. Last 4 week was also bearish, and price keep dropping and dropping, reacting to this key level up here. So what I will do now is to mark out the key level that we have here on the weekly time frame. That's the first thing I'm going to do. We have this key level here. If you ask me where price is likely going to go to, this is a fair value gap between here and the close of price. There is a gap there. So I'll be expecting price next week to fill that gap a bit and then drop. So I'm expecting sales somehow, but I won't go to a conclusion. Let's go down to daily time frame. Let's go down to our daily time frame. Now we have an internal break here. There is an internal break here. This hope you see that we have an internal break of structure here, and price made a retracement and came down, then closed below this one. This is also an internal break. This zone here. So making this zone a strong daily internal structure. This is an internal structure, don't forget. But we have a key level here. There's key level here. Let me change this to black. Next week, I will probably be expecting price to come up to this zone. But before that, I was telling you guys about this big fair value gap you see here. Let's go back to the weekly time frame. It's a very long week. You see this long week here. So this is the 50% of the long week. And if you now go down to daily time frame, there is a fair value gap there. There is a fair value gap, a double fair value gap at that. So I'm expecting price to come down to at least 50% of this fair value gap, or fill the fair value gap. I think I talked about this last 3 weeks when I was talking about the market forecast where I'm expecting price to go to. I talked about this. So let me go down to 4 hours. We have a break of structure here. Look at the market like this. We have a break, a retracement, and making this our last low. This is an internal break. Price did something like this, give us another break, making this place a strong swing, a strong 4 hour swing, right? And this will just be external. This one will be internal. Now, what I'm expecting next week, I'm expecting price to come up to this zone. Let me remove this line, sorry. So I will be expecting price to come up to this zone. Any of this zone, sell, or above here. This place can be taken out as liquidity. Price can still come up to this zone, sell. And I believe the moment price feel this imbalance down here, the markets will start buying, because imbalance are also liquidity. This place also, we have a nice demand down here. You see this candle here, so that is another zone. This candle, it's a 4 hour demand, so price can still come down to this place and buy. Remember that we can't just say what the markets will do. We can only predict, and the market acts on its own somehow, depending on what is happening out there in the real market. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting EU to come up to any of these zones, then I can sell. Or if EU comes down to fill this gap at least 50%, I'll be looking for buys to come back here. Okay, you can see that zone where I want to sell from in this range, it's a very nice zone. Let me use my fib. This one, it's a very nice zone. It's almost at 0.78%, above 0.5%. So it's a very nice zone. And if you extend it to this one, it's still around 0.78%. So it's a very nice zone to sell from. But if price comes down to this place, then I'll be looking for buys. So that's what I'm expecting. I don't know what is really wrong with my account. So let's look at GBPUSD. Let's look at GBPUSD. Okay. I need to reduce some of this. I took a very nice sell on Friday on GBPUSD, a very nice one. Where did this one take me to now? Okay, I took a very nice sell on GBPUSD. I think let me go down to 1 hour so that I'll show you guys. I took the sell from. Oh, the chart is still here. I took this sell. I think it was on 15 minutes. It was a very nice sell. I missed the first one. This one. I missed this first one. You see that we have a very nice order block here. So you remember my number one rules that says that no break, no entry. So price came up to this zone, break structure, and also at the same time sweeping Asian low. See that we have a break of structure from here. If you extend it, there was a break of structure. So after the break, this is a fair value gap, which is a very nice liquidity. The market, I know that definitely the market will come back to fill that gap, and we have a breaker block here. So I entered from there. I actually missed this first one, so I caught this second one. It was 1:3. A very nice trade. See that price just hits my take profits here and reverse immediately. So sometimes when you enter the market, it doesn't really matter. What really counts is when you exit from the market. Okay, you might enter at the right time and exit at the wrong place or your target. So just imagine that I was targeting below this place, maybe 1:5. Instead of looking at this liquidity, there was a liquidity here. I think that was a previous swing for about 3 weeks ago. So I know that the market will definitely come back to sweep it before reversing. So I decided to put my take profit here. You see that immediately the market came down here and swept it. It was already 3 o'clock on Friday. I was expecting the market to be slow, but seems like there was a lot of liquidity. You see, boom, the market just started buying. So let's go back to business. Let's go to our weekly time frame again. Now, GBPUSD is bearish. We all know that. Last 2 weeks was bearish. You can see the candles. They're all bearish candles. So GBPUSD is also reacting from this zone, this place here. If you go to 4 hour, you find out that there's an order block there, or there's a very nice supply there. You see where GBPUSD is reacting from this key level here, a weekly key level. Now, where am I expecting GBPUSD to go to? I'm expecting GBPUSD to probably fill this imbalance on Monday and drop down. Now, I'm expecting GBPUSD to come down to this zone. This is another block. Use purple for weekly, or hopefully we also have this place here. I think I'll choose this one instead, but I'm expecting GBPUSD to fill this fair value gap here and then drop down to this place. To be very honest, I'm expecting more sales for GBPUSD, and also okay, this gap have been filled already. The one down here have been filled. This one filled this liquidity and went up. Now, I think external range liquidity have been taken out. All these lows are liquidity. All these lows, this low, this liquidity, this one is also liquidity. So once price take out the external range liquidity, and we have a key level here too, what price usually do is to reverse and take out the internal range liquidity and then go back to take out the external range liquidity. So let's see the daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame, we have breaks upon breaks, multiple breaks, like this zone here. This is a break of structure, and price retrace back to this place. We also have an internal break here. This is an internal break here, and price is rejecting from this breaker block here. So let me delete some of this. I don't like seeing my charts so messy. Let's see, 4 hours. 4 hours have given us multiple breaks here. I think the market have sold enough. We have a break here. Look at all this place. Price is just dropping, dropping, dropping. So I'm thinking that next week might somehow be bullish for GBPUSD and before price can be bearish. If price breaks this place, then a new storyline has started. I think I taught you guys about storyline. The video is still there on my YouTube channel. I taught you guys about storyline already. So let me just remove the whole of this. So if price breaks this place, then a new storyline will start. Price will probably retrace to this QM and buy a bit before selling. Okay, let me go back to daily to look for a key level where price it's dropped from. We have this breaker block here, and there's also this one here, this supply here. This place might serve as liquidity, and if I'm not mistaken, price might also come to this place. You see, the market don't really respect anyone. Market just do its thing. Don't respect anyone. The market don't know your feeling. Okay. If you take your life savings and put it in the forex market, to take everything without thinking about you or thinking twice. So take this. Yeah, these are all the key levels I can find here. And mind you, look at this big gap, this one between this place up to this place. You think the market will just leave this place and go like that? It's not possible now. It's not possible. Look at this zone here, this zone here. You see that we had a gap here. Because of that gap, price came back, then came back again and sweep everything there. So if there is a fair value gap, the market always comes back to fill it. Look at this place. We have a gap here. See that price came up, filled it, rejected, then break it. So if there's a fair value gap, price will always come there. Liquidity are like magnets, okay? And fair value gaps are also liquidity as well. Not again. This thing is really giving me tough time. I don't know. I think that could be from my internet or something. That could be from my internet. Um, okay. Okay. I think I'm back again. Um, so let me delete all this. So that is it. Let's go back to 4 hours. I hope you understand. So you see this breakout block here. Thinking that price will aim for this place, to be very honest. And also, sorry, I forgot to mark key level below this place. This place is a valid zone. Where again? This place is also valid. I prefer using key levels, these lines, than those blocks. Let me see daily. Still nothing here. I think price will really retrace from this zone. The market will retrace from this zone, to be very honest. Because when price is dropping like this, when you have a break of structure, what are you expecting? You're expecting price to do this, right? Give you a retracement. Now we have a break of structure and price have sold for all these places. This was since Tuesday down to 4 days. Price have just been selling and selling and selling. So in my own opinion, for the market to balance price, expecting something like this, and then I'll be expecting drop here. If price doesn't drop from here, then you know that this high, this high is going. Price might still respect it, but I don't think that it's going to hold up here. So this is what I'm expecting for GBPUSD, EURUSD, DXY. Let's look at gold. Okay, let's look at gold. So oh, let me show you this trade. I almost cleared it. I was buying gold on Friday. I think that was during it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, that was during London Open, but I didn't enter exactly at London Open. It was about 1 hour or 2 hour after London Open that I entered, and I was expecting price to buy up, probably take this high before price will start selling, but the market just did its thing. So I think gold might be coming down here, but it was a nice trade. I think I hit 1:3. Oh yeah, I hit 1:3 before price reversed. Let's go to our weekly time frame and see what happened. Gold have been buying and buying and buying, but except for last 2 week, gold is bearish. This last 2 week, gold was bearish. Um, do you think gold uh, we stop buying from here? I don't think so. In my own opinion, I really don't think so. What's wrong with my mouse? I don't know why it's lagging. I think. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm looking at this place here. Change this to purple, and these are the only key levels we have here. We have this level here. See, no fair value gap here, but there is one here. The one last week has already cleared. This one, there was a fair value gap here, and last week I've cleared it. Now let's see the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, price is still bearish. On the daily time frame, price is still bearish. We have this key level here. The market is rejecting from this zone here after sweeping liquidity. Look at this daily lows are liquidity, and there was a fair value gap here, swept it, starting to this zone, and it seems like price wants to reverse. But for a new weekly storyline to start, price needs to break this high with a full body candle for a new weekly storyline to start. At the same time, I'm still seeing this A shape here. Look at it, this A shape here. Let me see 4 hours. Gold is just going to be difficult. You see that 4 hours is also bearish. We have a break of structure here. This is a break. That's it. We have something like this, retracement, another break. So probably price will retrace to this zone. But gold is not so fond of that. Gold is just one crazy pair. To be very sincere, it's a crazy pair. I'm seeing this zone down here. Daily storyline has already started. Daily storyline has started already. I don't know why my network just keep failing me again and again. Can see that it's disconnected already. about to move bearish or bullish. Okay, are you talking about gold? Let me see. If you are talking about gold on a 15 minutes, to be very honest, I use weekly, daily, 4 hours, and let me not just say 1 hour, just 4 hours daily and weekly for my directions. Okay, so but I'm still expecting gold to come down to this place. Okay, so I'm expecting gold to give us a stretch here next week, and if possible we can still go bearish here. But from what I'm also seeing, gold might decide to take a buy from here. Also, why is because let me go to 1 hour. Now, why I said that is because of this. Where's my part? Now, uh, price has reacted to this QM already. We had a QM here. Price broke. Look, price broke. Reacted to this QM here. Reacted to this QM and gave us this nice buys here. Now, price now came back to this demand again. You know that all these lows will be liquidity. All these lows are going to be liquidity for the market. So what if there's possibilities that on Monday price might open and just start pushing higher? You know that there's still possibilities like that. So just because I'm expecting price to come to this zone for me to buy, that doesn't mean that on Monday, if price is probably going to buy from me, I'm not going to take it. I'm seriously going to take it. Let me reuse some of this. Okay, so if I see a buy opportunity here, I'll take it. But if price didn't give me any buy opportunity, then I'm going to take a sell here. Down, down, down to this zone. So I think these are what I'm expecting. These are what I will be expecting. Let me see EU. Yeah, so